So what is up? It is a steamy on the grill today, literally and figuratively. There's no doubt about that. Dave Mitchell, Mike Iveso, I'm Sean Belegian. Let's talk about the steak.
Delicious. And can I say once again, it was about 3 weeks ago we polished off 3 racks of ribs. Today, 6 thick strip steaks.
Very
thick strip steaks.
I just want to say the first star of the game, the second star of the game, and the third star of the game is the Meat Man.
The Meat Man.
Thank you, mysterious Meat Man.
Mysterious Meat Man.
Thank you so much. It's like put the meat signal.
I mean,
put it on my roof and just put the meat
if
signal.
I can
out there.
say right to the Meat Man, we think he might be watching, is that I was waiting for Sean to come in from the grill with the other 3 steaks. I thought he had the steak knife. I couldn't wait. I cut that steak with a butter knife.
It was so good.
I cut the steak with a butter
It
knife.
was so good.
And it just went right through.
You know, it was interesting because the flavoring wasn't intense on it, and I thought I loaded those things up. The flavoring wasn't intense. Did you guys have a favorite one? I know you did. Tell everybody what your favorite was.
Hickory, what was it? Like,
Applewood, sweet and smoky.
yes. There you go.
That was by
That was
far.
my favorite. The most flavorful. The most.
It was. It was a good pop. Mike?
I agree with him. It was the one that stood out the most as a flavor. But again, Meat Man, those steaks didn't need no flavor. Nothing.
They
They
didn't.
were unbelievable.
They didn't. They
From
did.
basic salt and pepper.
And Meat Man, we mocked you, and I want to apologize to
mock the
you.
Meat Man.
I want to apologize to you right now. The mocking was not for you as much as it was for him. But I apologize to the Meat Man, and I apologize to you, Dave Mitchell.
No apology necessary.
No, I
It's
apologize.
good. My question is, what's a Meat Man do for an encore?
Wow. So now you're calling him out.
Wow. Is that calling him
I
out?
think that.
A little bit.
Just-
A little bit.
just-
The Meat
just
Man
a
has
little
talked.
bit,
The Meat
just
Man
a
has
little
talked to
bit.
me about doing some different things, and he's got
See,
some different ideas.
you mentioned the L word. I love lamb. I love lamb. Lamb is one of those things where it has to be done right. Like if you don't do lamb right, I don't think it tastes good. Lamb is just a delicious meat to me.
It's very delicate. You got to watch it when you're cooking.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to watch it. You have to hit that temperature.
Yeah. Thank you, Meat Man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tell everybody what you did too. You made like a garlic butter thing.
Well, I went out and had.
Jeez, the fruit of your rewinds,
had Petey Sean over here blacken one of those steaks, and he blackened the bejesus out of it. And what I did is I brought a jalapeno garlic butter that I made up last night, softened some butter, put it in the freezer. Now, took a little bit of an L on it, left it in the freezer a little bit too long, so it came out a little bit hard to melt, but nothing the microwave wouldn't finish, and we put on it. And again, as we've been saying since the very first show, the jalapeno. I mean, yeah, I got that one
Pop.
right.
No,
I nailed it.
You're being too hard on yourself. It
You're
was
being a little
tremendous.
hard on yourself.
When you put it on top of the steak, it just adds to it. And I like that one, believe it or not. I added a little bit with my daughter got something. We went through the steak phase last year called, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, togarashi. And it's actually meant for like noodles and pork. And we wanted to try it on a steak. And I put it on the steak, and I put your jalapeno garlic butter on there. It's an inside joke, and that was tremendous. That was tremendous. I don't know. What do you think next for the Meat Man?
I don't know. I told you I was intrigued by seafood. Can you do are you guys seafood fans on the grill?
It can be done. There are different kinds of shrimps that
I want to see.
I love doing shrimp on the grill. I don't know about you. I love doing shrimp on the grill.
We'll see what the Meat Man has in mind. The Meat Man keeps saying he's got a lot of things that
Thank you, Meat Man.
Once again, the
Thank you.
15th time thank you. You can't thank
Really,
you
we
enough.
cannot. Honestly, we cannot thank you enough.
Meat Coma later is going to thank
Oh,
you.
it's gonna. Oh, it's.
coming.
You know what though? I think we're sweating it out right now because
Wow.
it's 800 degrees out here.
I was going to ask where your blankie was.
No blankie today.
No.
I slept with blankie last night though.
I
I had the air conditioning on.
Love that air conditioning.
Blankie reference.
Blanky and I were okay.
We can't go too far without saying you nailed the temperature on the steaks.
Thank you.
I mean, you had 6 steaks out there, and you were as close to medium rare, medium as you could get. And Dave questioned us a couple of times on the sushi like
Did we win you
colors
over?
of it.
Yeah, it was good. It was very good.
There you go. It's a different
But here we go
experience
again
at
with
that.
Mike just praising Sean. Like, so great.
Wait a second.
Sean's so great.
Wait a second.
My candidate is so great.
I
Here we
just
go
got
again.
done praising. He made that unbelievable.
I know. It's
wait a
just
second.
I'm just gonna be. I'll call it the weakling, the third
But
wheel.
have you
What
watched-
other names you want to give me over here?
So
The
what
love
you
fest
need to
over
give my
here.
advice is go watch the tapes because I think that's the first kick out I've given him, and you've had all the other
Oh.
ones. You were by far the champion. But seriously, have you ever had? I'm just quite like 6 steaks at one time on the grill.
No, all different like that.
I don't think I have.
You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
think I have.
I was telling Sean the
It was
difficulty.
it was a steak smorgasbord.
Yeah, the difficulty I always had with it was me and my family were 3 different temperatures, and trying
That's
to nail
tough.
it, it's
Yeah.
hard. So when you get it, and we had them on at different times, nailed it.
We did tell Mitchell he was shit out of luck. No, he said you're eating medium rare.
Oh, the best
We
way.
did-
Yeah, go back.
we
Go
did
back to the
say
thing.
that.
You get a free pass this week. You get a free pass, but there are consequences to the free pass.
I mean,
that was.
I'm not even going to mention that you said medium well. I mean, that's going to break a lot of meat man's heart.
Yeah, Meat Man, you have a talk with your boy. Did we win you over though?
Oh
Are we
yeah,
gonna try
I got,
medium rare?
yes. It was The second one I liked better. The second one stayed on a little bit longer, and I liked it a little more. The first one was a little.
I'll give you that.
All right, can we? Yeah, I had to. The other
Medium
ones.
to medium rare is how they came out.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was. There was nothing more
Yes.
than medium, right?
No, God, no. Oh,
No,
not at all.
All right, you know what? We're going to talk about sports in a minute. Okay, I might have to make 2 videos again. Can you tell everybody what you and Justin did? When I got your text, Justin, his wonderful son. When I got your text this weekend, I was driving in the car,
You sent it to me.
and I pulled over and I wept tears of joy. That made me so happy. Will you tell everybody what you and Justin did this
That
weekend?
my son grilled. That my son.
But did he grill by himself or did he grill with you?
Well, we started together, and then to the
Yes.
point where then my wife said, "Well, I thought this was supposed to be like a together thing." I'm like, "No, I'm proud of him that he's doing this on his own."
It's the ages and
God love
stages.
yes,
you
that-
do
Ages
4,
and
you do
stages.
with, and
Yeah.
then you stand back and watch it. It's
He
all
was-
of its barbecue.
He was
glory.
good. Yep, we did hamburgers. So my wife and I then we cleaned out the grill for the first time in a while. Like the grill is now spotless. It's ready to go, and
Leave a little extra
we
on there. Leave a little extra on there.
we okay. Well,
No,
That's
seriously,
what it
next-
is. You
next
and
ti-
you'll
next
know
time,
you
leave-
did when you
like-
light it up and you walk away
Yeah.
and you smell yesterday's meal.
Yes.
no, I get it. I
Leave
get
just
it.
a little extra.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong
All
with
right.
that.
Okay.
I was that made me. What did you guys do? Tell everybody what you did.
We just did burgers. Just started with burgers.
How did
and
he do?
He did outstanding. He did
now,
outstanding. so,
now does he have the itch?
So absolutely. 'Cause
Does he
I
want to
won't-
come over?
I won't. Yeah.
Special guest Justin Mitchell.
We had a couple of these steaks from Meat Man we had yesterday, so we
You get that? So he
well,
was watching.
he then he's a big noodles guy too, so he then sliced them up. My wife sliced them up, and then he tried to replicate the Noodles and Company steak and noodles that he did with Meat Man's. With the
We're
steak.
gonna have to talk to. We're gonna get young Justin over here.
All right.
That made me so happy. I'm not joking. One of the coolest things, and Mike, I don't know if you've done something like this. One of the coolest things I've ever done is last year my daughter and I literally ran through the entire steak catalog. I'm not joking. It was like, let's try this steak. Let's try this steak. We did different things. We did it, and it was like, I'm not joking. It was like 2 months, and it was just something. And so, you know, there were things that she turned me on to, like the Japanese rub. There were things that, you know, I won her over on and everything. It was so much fun. We need to think about that next generation of grilling. We need to.
Oh, he loves the Montreal steak seasoning.
Oh,
And he
is that
says,
good?
he goes,
It's so
oh,
good.
you're gonna tell Collegiate, you're gonna tell Mr. Collegiate, you know, like, yeah, no, we're good. Here we go.
All I am
It's
is.
all about Uncle Sean.
Do I take
It's
care
all
of that?
about
Does Uncle Sean take care of that
It's
guy?
all about Uncle Sean.
Just while you're in, does Uncle Sean take care of that?
Of course,
I
yes.
do. Okay.
But it was. That was awesome. He sent that text right to me, and we both
Made me
like,
so happy.
I think we were both weeping, and we're just like,
It made me so happy because I know he does it all the time. I know you do it with your kids, Olivia and Seb, and to me, it's like, yeah,
I think this has got to be the year, especially with everything going on. He's home more, lives more in the kitchen. She does everything in the kitchen. She can do anything. He has started to. Like he's a noodle guy. He's all over the ramen. He can make his own. So I'm thinking we're about there. We're ready.
All right, we're actually going to talk about sports next. You know what sucks? I have to stop this right now just to explain to you what happens because downloading it when it's anything more than 10 minutes, just sucks and takes forever. It is. I mean, it's a nightmare. So, Mike, I know you've downloaded stuff. I download stuff.
I'm just here for the ride. That's it.
No, you brought the meat man. Yeah,
I gotta get
you're
going.
the winner.
Remember, I gotta get going. Let's go.
That's right. You got to get going.
What
All
time
right.
is it?
Give us 1:12.
1:30.
All right.
How much
Good.
time do you have?
I got till about 1:30. I gotta be out at 1:30.
All right.